Hey guys, Leah here. Happy Thursday. It's April 2nd, day before you potentially can apply for the Payroll Protection Act. So that's what I want to talk about today. This applies to any business owner, whether you are the only employee, you're a painter and it's just you, or you have 500 or less employees. And so if that applies to you, or you know of somebody, a friend of yours has a business, feel free to pass this on to them. So, okay, who does the Payroll Protection Act cover? Covers small and medium-sized businesses with 500 employees or less. It covers independent contractors. It covers self-employed persons. And you do not, if you're self-employed or an independent contractor, you don't have to have employees. You can be the only employee, and this still covers you. And it covers nonprofits. So before we go too deep in the weeds, I'm going to refer to it as a grant, not a loan, because that's really what it is. It's really, they're going to extend money to you and you will not have to pay it back as long as you meet their requirements. So I am going to refer to this as a grant for now. And I'm going to hit all the highlights of what the requirements are. There are more details. And so depending on your own business, some people it's incredibly intricate. Other people it's pretty basic. So depending on your details, you may or may not want to apply for this program. Happy to provide you all of the forms so you can look for the gotchas in your case. Okay, so really big picture. So it's for businesses and it's all about keeping people on the payroll, okay? So businesses and keeping people employed. That's what it's for. So if you've already let people go, that's okay. Once you get the money, you'll hire them back. It's all about keeping them employed with that perspective. And it's only you. That's okay. We want to keep you employed. Whether or not your business has already gone down, okay? Use your own judgment. If you're still thriving, if you're in a business that's still thriving, many business owners wouldn't consider taking more money. Why take money if you don't need it? But some people are down 20%, some people are down 50%, some people are down 100%. Everybody's business is different. So you have to use your own judgment. I'm just going to tell you what the rules are. So again, businesses, and it's about payroll, okay? So the point of this money is to cover 8 weeks worth of payroll expense. So you'll look back and whatever your payroll expense per month was, you can take 2.5 times out. So if your monthly payroll is $100,000, you could take $250,000 out. Now, what is considered payroll? So I'm going to work right off of the treasury.gov document, which I'm happy to send to you. And really, you need to read all the details to make sure it really works for your company. Because I'll make a really quick point, especially if you're small. It's yourself, you're a massage therapist, or you're a painter, or you're a sole electrician, or whatever. Or you've only got a couple of employees, you've got 10, whatever. Every company needs to look at, does this program work or should everybody go on unemployment? Because for the first time ever, independent contractors, sole proprietors, etc., can go on unemployment. Never been true before, but for COVID, they can. So you want to weigh what's best for you. In this program, Payroll Protection Program, salary is defined as payroll. Payroll is defined as salary, wages, commissions, tips, employee benefits, including sick leave, vacation, insurance premiums, retirement benefits. It also includes state and local taxes. As a business owner, when I pay payroll, I'm paying taxes on top of that. All of that is included. So it's salary, wages, commissions, tips, employee benefits, including sick leave and medical leave and health insurance and retirement benefits, etc., and state and local taxes. All of those 3 things are considered payroll. Okay? That's the primary focus. Now, we can also take a little bit more money for utilities and rent, or if you own the building, mortgage interest on the building. So here's how it's going to work. Let's say I'm going to use an example of your payroll, small business, your payroll is $40,000 a month. It's a lot of money. I mean, don't get me wrong, but look, it's not a huge business. So $40,000 a month. You could take $100,000 out, right? 40,000 times 2.5%. Down the line, there's going to be a formula applied. You took $100,000. Did you spend 75% or $75,000 in this example? Did you spend $75,000 or more on payroll? If you didn't, the part that was beyond that calculation would be considered a loan. Okay? In theory, the whole thing's a loan, but as long as 75% was for payroll and 25% went to rent and utilities, it's all forgiven. Crazy. Great. So that's why I'm really referring to it more of a grant. It is going to be considered a loan because if you don't follow the rules, it's going to be a loan, right? But if you follow the rules then it's going to be forgiven. So on the money that is a loan that's not forgiven because you didn't follow the rules, the interest rate's only 0.5%. So that's such a low number. I don't want you to mishear me maybe and think that it's 5%. It's 0.5%. Less than 1%, 0.5%. Now what's not clear is, because some businesses might have 25% in rent and utilities, but it's not most businesses, Most businesses, the lion's share is payroll, and you're not going to really have 25%. Some will, but not 25%. So some people may want to back off their monthly payroll. If your payroll is $10,000, maybe you do the calculation as if it's 8 times 2.5 instead of 10 times 2.5, so that you can forward plan that you could do that 75% calculation. That's one alternative. Somebody else might say, well, I'm happy to pay the 0.5%, so I'm just going to do it. If I have 10,000 in payroll, I'm going to take out the 25, and I want to use the rest of that money to start a Facebook ad campaign, or I want a branded truck, or something that you felt like was going to increase your trajectory in your business down the line. And you're just going to, plan to pay it back at that really low interest. So you need to, every business is different, so I can't really speak to that, of course. Okay, so how the heck do you do this? So starting tomorrow, April 3rd, will be the first time, maybe, it's supposed to be, as early as tomorrow, we can apply for this. And the reason they're saying as early as is because they just got the information this week. Crazy. So some people might be up, some banks might be up and running tomorrow, some it might be Monday, they'll work on it all weekend, some it might be for 2 weeks, who knows. But there will be banks. Bank of America's already said that they are going to do it, they just don't have enough details yet. There's no button to hit on the website. But banks, credit unions, etc., if they're participating, I'm sure there will start to be a list soon, but it's tomorrow when it would be the earliest, and there's no such list yet. But should be a ton of banks, and they're getting paid to do this, so it's not like it's free. They're getting paid by the government to process these loans, which are really going to be mostly grants as long as people follow the rules. So it will be through a banking institution, an FDIC insured institution that has been approved for this program. It does not need to be your regular bank. So if your bank's not doing it, no reason to cry. You can go to another institution, no big deal. And just know that, like I just said, not all lenders will be ready tomorrow. I'm sure that's the case. No clue how long it's going to take to get to actually get the money. Is it going to be 30 days? Who knows? You will need to provide payroll documentation. How that will be defined, it's not clear. There's an application which I can send you. What I can send you today, So I can send you the official application so you can read all the fine print. I can send you the program overview that was published by treasury.gov. I even have the lender's instructions, which I wanted to read to look for any other gotchas. So I can send you the lender's instructions from treasury.gov, program, borrower's information, and the application. There's a lot of details as to, you have to, there's some very common sense things, like, for example, your rent. Your lease had to have already been signed by February 15th, before COVID, right? So there's a lot of very common sense requirements of dates and this and that you'll want to pay attention to. But it's pretty exciting for small businesses to keep us afloat during this very choppy waters. So if I can help with those forms and information, or if you just want to talk it through, I'm talking to a lot of small business owners. Okay, what's your situation? Maybe this program isn't the best for you. Here's some other ones. I just want to be a vehicle to provide you the information so you can make the best choices for your business. Sorry if you can hear my dog underneath the desk. She was just scratching. Anyway, I hope you are having an amazing and fascinating day, and let me know how I can help. Bye for now.